Hi guys, it's Wombat, and today, finally, a proper global edition for you. We have Promods and Swedish Islands and Rusmap, Roex, Southern Region, YKSRSK, Middle East. We have the Great Steppe, Roex, Caucasus, Promzona, of course, ROS. Yes, it's here again. We have EAA, Lesser, Mediterranean map. We have Vane map here. You can use PJ Indo instead if you like. And Australia is back. I gave it a second try and I'm glad I did that. Not really sure why it's working now, because it definitely wouldn't work on my previous global edition, but evidently here it is. Caucasus, did I mention that? Paris rebuilt is there, but we have no SZM, of course. It's not compatible with Promzona. And again, I want to thank ROS for bringing out the wonderful road connection for Rusmap that allows us to actually use Rusmap 2.0 instead of having to wait for the Rusmap 2.1 version and the official road connection. Anyway, I think I've mentioned all the map mods we have here, and it's time to jump into the mod manager and take a look at how you set this up. And here is the load order. From the bottom we have Australia Tasmania model map def, followed by Vanessa Pashmina land or Vane map. Now you can use either Vane map or PJ Indo in this location. Doesn't really matter which one of them you use. You can't use both, but you can use either Vane map or PJ Indo. We then have the Australia Tasmania quick fix version 5, Great Steppe model, and the updated Great Steppe map and def file. Then we have Road to Ural and a single Russian open spaces file here. We have Southern Region map model 3.2.1 and Southern Region map DLC version. Make sure you are using the DLC version and not the standard one. Use the updated DLC version. We have Southern Region map vegetation crash fix for 136 and Southern Region map fix for 136, and English city names for the Southern Region. We have base MAPA EAA, MAPA EAA, and the optional power cargo and heavy cargo for EAA. Then we have Rusmap def package, Promods 2.45 assets, models package 3.2.1, media package, map package, definition package, Promods Middle East add-on assets package, and Promods Middle East def and map package. Then we have Rusmap model 2, model map, and city names for Rusmap, English city names that is, of course. And a wonderful Promods 2.45 plus Rusmap 2.0 road connection by ROS. Thank you again, ROS, for making this possible. We have EAA 5.3 plus Rusmap 2.0 fix and EAA 5.4 plus Promods 2.45 fix, both of them by Extremer. I forgot to do it the last time, so I'm going to do it now instead. Thank you, Extremer, for updating this one for Promods 2.45. There was a problem. He quickly fixed it. We're talking like hours to fix that and then publish a fix for the new version of Promods, so thank you very much, Extremer. We have Macedonia rework materials, map definitions, Russian open spaces model, vehicle and vehicle truck. Now you may ask, where is that fifth Russian open spaces file? We're not using it. The map file, which is the one that is missing, is for some very odd reason included in Promzona 5 for Rusmap and Promods. I want to say Poland rebuilding because that is what we usually call PR, but that in this case it's Promods. So it's included here. So therefore we don't use that 5th Russian open spaces file. And this is not the regular version. It is the version called Wombat from Zona 5, unfortunately. It's my own version where I used a chainsaw to cut off about 20-30 kilometers of a road on ROS to allow you to freely haul onto Great Steppe. Now if you use the regular version, all of Great Steppe will be cut off, you can't access it. But just by removing a tiny bit of ROS, we are able to haul on both the maps and access all areas of both of the maps. And very important piece of mod needed to be able to access all of ROS after me using a chainsaw here is the ROS to Rusmap road connection. We also have the speed of snow, which allows you to haul at normal speed on ROS snowy parts. It is optional though. Optional is also my traffic and sound fix for ROS. And English city and cargo lanes for ROS is not optional. This is required. We have ROS heavy cargo, optional of course. Optional is also the English names for ROS heavy cargo. We have MEDMAP version 0.1 and Roex 2.5 assets, prefabs, model, def map, followed by YKSRSK 2.1.1 DLC. We also have Roex Promods 2.45 road connection, Roex 2.5 Southern Region road connection, and Roex 2.5 Rusmap road connection, YKSRSK Southern Region road connection, and YKSRSK Middle East road connection. On top of that, Roex 2.5 English city names. Now you can use the 2.2 version instead, the free version. In that case, replace these 4 files with 2.2. This one is the same regardless, but this one does not exist for 2.2, and this file is available in a separate version for 2.2. Other than that, of course, this one as well, there's a 2.2 version of the English city names. I might do a separate version of this setup with 2.2 just to make that even clearer, but if you want to try it out already, feel free to do so using the 2.2 version and the road connections made specifically for 2.2. We then have Project Caucasus, Lesser, Paris Rebuilt, Swedish Islands, Tex Fix 4, which fixes some of the flickering road and terrain you might see in some areas. It won't fix all of them. It's a fix ROS has created to fix most of it. So it's not complete, it will never be complete, and hopefully we will never need it sometime soon in the future. But for now I recommend you use it. It is optional though. Anyway, on the very top we have the background map by Beng and Jay, and a reminder to all of you, this is not optional, this is mandatory. You need to use this, and please do not add a zoom on top of it, because this file includes the zoom as well. In any case, that is the entire very lengthy setup. So there you have it. That's the load order for the global edition. Now before we leave, I have a question for you. I got a very interesting question yesterday asking me why I didn't add CH map, the Chinese map, to my Eurasia edition. And it's a fair question. So my question for you is, we have EAA on the global edition. Should I add CH map as an optional map for Eurasia. I do know I love how Eurasia looks right now without CH map there, because it covers all of Europe minus Norway, Sweden here, Finland here, Russia here, and Balkans, Spain, Portugal. But other than that, it looks very, very beautiful as it is. But still, it's called a Eurasia edition. Should I add CH map to my Eurasia edition as an optional map? Of course, for those of you who want it, it's in an odd place. I have to agree on that. Still, I find the question interesting, so let me know what you think. And with that said, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe as well. And till next time, stay safe and take care. Bye bye. And if you're now sitting here being very disappointed because the combo crashes for you, there's a link just below here to my video on how to fix crashes. And if you would prefer my Eurasia edition instead, there's a link to that one as well. So I hope you find both of them useful.